Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have an unboxing and a review video for you, but not of an instrument. It is of some instrument accessories. I was contacted by the company Lekato, and they asked me if I would review both a guitar wall hanger for them, but more importantly they asked if I would review a wireless guitar system. And it arrived today, so let's dive in. Alrighty, in fact it came really quickly. They cut them back to be just a couple of days ago. Okay, so there we go. So let's start off by looking at the wireless guitar system. And I should say they have several of these that they make, and they said I could choose from any one of three that they had listed there. And this one just happened to have those sort of blue lights on it. I thought that looked interesting, so I asked for that. So this is the WS-80 Lekato wireless guitar system. And we'll look at that closely here in a minute. And the other thing they sent me is this wall hanger. And I was glad for this because this particular wall hanger, I know from looking at the photos and description of it online, and I should say I will leave the links to it in the comments below. Of course, it comes with the hardware for screwing it into the wall. It has this mount here, and I'll look at that kind of separately here. So it has this mounting block, and interestingly, if you can see here in the back of the block here, this little piece here, it has these little like lips on it, which is interesting, because that way you basically sink it into those little recesses on the back, so this thing does not turn or rotate. So that's kind of useful. The other component of this wall mount, of course, is this piece here. So this device here also has these little pieces that stick out to correspond with the slots here, and you put those in, and then you turn it, and then it locks it. So that's not coming out of there. And the thing I really like about this is these little pieces here. When you mount when you set the guitar into this, and the pressure comes down, these things close, which I like. Because that way you won't have somebody like just bumping into the guitar and having it knocked off of here, because those things lock it in place. And that is something that I really do like about these particular types of mounts. Let's talk about this a little bit more. Hopefully you can see here in the light there that this guitar wall hanger is labeled Galux. From looking at the Amazon page, I could not see the model number for that. But there's some interesting features about this that I checked on. Again, when you put the weight of the instrument on here, it locks. But also you can see that this piece pivots up to 45 degrees. And so depending upon like the shape of your headstock, the instrument can still hang, straight, because this thing will flex to accommodate to it. You can see here it does have rubber here on the end here, and even softer rubber here on the sides of it. Also, I checked this with my classical guitar, my acoustic guitars, my ukuleles, and all of them do fit in here adequately. The only thing I could think is if you had a really, really light instrument, like maybe a really light soprano, I'm not sure if the weight of that would lock that or not. But all the guitars and things, I tried, and they look like I put them on the back of them, and this thing locked before I could lift the instrument up. So those were working just fine. Now this is a neat little feature that comes with this wall hanger. You can see it's a little template. You just set that on the wall and then just drill where these little crosshairs are to get the holes in the right spot. That's handy. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the wireless guitar system they sent me. And I do like the notion of these because you can plug them in and walk away from your amp and not be tethered to it by a cable. And I do like this. So again, this is the Lekato WS-80 wireless guitar system. And let me see how to open it. There we go. Alright, so and my understanding is this comes with two pieces. One is a transmitter, the other is a receiver, and of course it does come with an instructions book there. And again, these are the pieces that come with it. All right, the first thing here, it has this cable it has a USB plug, and oh, that's good. So it must be a split one, so you can plug it into a USB port and plug it into both the transmitter and receiver. And from looking at these, fortunately, they say right on them which is which. So one of the things I do like about these is that these things pivot. I mean, you can have them all kind of different angles going into your guitar or whatever. So from just glancing at this owner's manual, I can see it comes in English, German, and Japanese. And so if you speak one of those languages, you're good to go. If you're watching this, you probably speak English. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and plug these in, charge them up, and then I'll come and plug them into my amp here and give them a test. These Lekato wireless transmitters and receiver are now plugged in and charging, and you can see that the lights on these turn an amber color as they're charging. And according to the little instruction manual, those lights go out when it's charged, and I presume it switches to blue because blue is a color that was kind of showing in the advertisement. So we'll see. Okay, so I've got these transmitters and receivers all charged. According to the description, it says about 10 minutes should be all it takes to charge them. I basically plugged them in and walked away and ran some errands and then came back and they were charged. The setup was really simple. All I had to do was plug it in and turn it on to the amp, that's the receiver, and I plugged in the transmitter here and turned it on, and the blue lights were flashing, and when they stopped flashing, they were connected. It was as simple as that. The instructions suggest that if it's not connecting automatically, basically you push a button on the receiver until it flashes, and then push a button here and hold it for 2 seconds on the transmitter, and when they turn solid blue, they're connected. But I didn't have to do that. I just plugged it in and these were connected. So let's see if it works. Works pretty well. So again, I don't know a whole lot about these wireless guitar systems. I do like them to be able to work. And right now, I plugged it in and it worked. Again, I'm not that far away. If I recall correctly, I think the nomenclature said these things are good for like 100 feet or something like that. Again, hopefully as I've been talking here, I've been putting some of the stats of this up here. So I hope you found today's unboxing and review video of the Lekato WS-80 wireless receiver helpful for you. I was just looking online. I saw that there are actually a lot of them out there, and even Lekato makes I think like a half dozen different wireless guitar receivers. And so it's worth looking into them and seeing their different features. For me, I wanted something that was simple. I could plug it in and it works. And this one certainly did. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of the review videos I do, as well as the instruments that I build, I'd love to have you subscribe. Thanks for watching.